you'll see a little piece come off. So these are going to be the bottoms, and this is going to be a bench. Alrighty, so here we are making the bench. So I'm right now just got the log flipped over, and I'm using the smaller saw to cut off the little nubs where the branches were, to make it a little bit more pleasing to the eye, and also not so it doesn't protrude out so much and hit someone's leg or something like that once it's flipped upside down. So hope you enjoy the video. It goes through the process. I will interject now and then. So now my plan is to get the log kind of positioned in the appropriate location between the two stumps on the bottom. And I gotta get it propped up a little bit. As you'll see, I'll kind of play with that to get it the right level. And then I have to make a decision of the height before I can scribe the two log pieces underneath. Okay, this is a really primitive scribe. It doesn't have a level on it, but just two pencils on a compass. I'm going to use this to go along and do a scribe line. I'm going to do a measurement. See, I'd like this to be about 19 inches high. Right now it's about 24 and a half. So that means it has to go down about 5 inches. A good 5 inches. Okay. So now the theory is, then you go along keeping this level this way. It's not easy to do, actually. So here you need to keep the pencils both level in two planes. So that's why it's nice if you had a real scribing tool. It would have a level both in both directions to keep the two pencil tips level to each other. There we go. So let's see if we can somehow do this. I want to keep this level. Okay. Keep that somewhat level. I'm gonna have to mark it, I think, with another pencil. The reason I had to use the other pencil to mark it is because the two pencils taped onto the compass just wouldn't mark at the same time. Just don't have, like I said, the right type of pencil on there that would actually have a good marking. So I had to use this carpenter's pencil to go along and kind of give me it. It worked okay. It was just I had to be two hands all the time and laying on my back. A little awkward. I don't know if you can see that, but that's working pretty good, I think. So there, then it starts to rise. I have to go from the other side, I think. So you can kind of see it there. That's the profile of what I'm going to cut out, so this will drop right down. Cut that off. Let's cut this nubby off. Oh no, I broke my glass. Oh no. That was my favorite glass. Oh. It was my Hope chainsaw carving glass. Oh well. That's sad. Sad. So I think you get the picture of what had to go on here as far as doing the scribing. I did that on both sides of the logs, and then I'll show you the end result. It looks like a saddle when it's all said and done, which makes sense because that's how the log will saddle into the actual lower log. Okay, if you can see it there, that's kind of the scribed line that we're going to be taking out. Kind of like a little saddle. Where is it on this one here? Here it is. Is this the other one? Take a little saddle piece that we're going to take out, and then the whole log. The whole log will then go down and seat, literally seat into that little saddle there. Okay, I've just rolled the log off. There's the two saddle pieces that we have to cut out. I think I'm going to cut them in the jaw horse to make my life a little bit easier on my back. So I've traced some markings on the bottom so I know exactly where to put it. Okay, so the plan is, if you can see that mark, it's like a saddle. We're going to do a bunch of cuts like this, down to this line and that line simultaneously, and then chop those all out. Make this nice little saddle for the bottom of this log to sit in. And I just continue to cut a bunch of little 1/2-inch pieces all the way down along the saddle. And you just got to make sure that you're eyeing up both sides at the same time. What I found worked the best personally is I got the one side very close, and then I would use it as a pivot and then watch the other side. So then I would get the flat piece to each one. And then as you go along, it just gets less and less cuts as you get closer to the high end of the saddle. So I'll put this on fast motion, I think, here, because it's pretty monotonous and routine process of what I'm doing here.
Okay, now I think I'll just take an axe, chop that out.
What I'm fighting with here is those knots on that far side were a little bit of a pain. They didn't break out because they were right where a big knot was. So I had to fight with this a little bit, just the way it goes.
Okay, now I'm going to use the finer saw to kind of swell that out. Like I said, like a nice little saddle. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Rod. grinding. There's the saddle. And it's now time to do the second saddle on the other leg. Okay, let's see how she fits. Do what you can, I guess.
sand on the top here, I think. It's what she deserves. Turned out pretty good. It's a nice clean finish. And it's a good seat. Pretty happy with it. Good for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time.